Alright guys, it is bike night and your boy's gonna go. We don't usually get to go because it's like 2 hours away and it's in the middle of the week. But we're gonna take the giveaway bike, go for a ride, and we're probably getting home late. Alright, so we are on the giveaway bike. Yes, I said giveaway bike because we are giving away this bike. If you don't know, every $5 you spend at wretchedclothing.com gets you a spot to win this 04 Super Glide. Now we're taking on a little bit of a trip. We're probably going to do roughly just under 250 miles. Hopefully we don't run into any issues. It's not my first ride on it, but I definitely haven't ridden that far yet. But just a little quick backstory. We basically took this from Pawpaw Bike to a pretty respectable bike with $5,000. That's purchasing the bike and all the changes we have made. She's a pretty good runner. Pretty happy with it. And it can be yours. But I wanted to take it out. We're going to bike night. I don't get to go to bike night very often. It's 2 hours away. It's a little over 2 hours for the most part. And that's probably, it's not the closest one to me, but it's the one that's been going on the longest and the people I know. It's with Club Style NC. Unfortunately, they're like in Fayetteville, which is like 2 hours from me. I'm right near the Virginia border. I'm like 2 hours from Club Style, Virginia, and 2 hours from Club Style, North Carolina. So kind of in the middle of nowhere. But I haven't been out to a bike night in a while. We don't have much going on. Wednesdays are always tough for me. It's right in the middle of the week. And I can go on and make excuses or whatever. But, you know, if you want to support your local scene, you need to go out there, you need to do things, you need to hang out, you need to show up. You know, I was supposed to go out there a few weeks ago and I had to work late, and by the time I get off work, go home, change, I didn't even shower this time, so my bad, but I didn't have time. I packaged up orders, got everything ready because I'm gonna get home late tonight. Pulled out the giveaway bike, made sure to pack a jacket, add one of our windbreakers, and I packed my clear visor because it's gonna be dark, and this chrome reflective visor I have, man, you can't see nothing at night, nothing at all. So back to clear visor so I can, you know, see my way back home. But we're gonna top her off full of gas. A lot of it's highway. It's a little bit of a boring ride. It's not the best thing in the world to just sit on a 5-speed dyna and just basically just ball out south, but you know, it's okay. We're gonna go hang out. All these guys are putting on a show next weekend. By the time this video comes out, that will have already happened, because we're trying to release videos in a somewhat decent schedule for this bike. You know, can't just be showing us riding around on it, and the last video you saw was on the lift. So this video is going to be a little late, so if you're watching this, the show's already over, I'm sure. Next weekend they're doing what I would consider a season ender. They do kind of like 2 big shows, and they've been doing them at Cox Harley now, with Double Eagle Harley down in like Pinehurst. A really cool event. In the spring it was a game of stunt, and this fall it's going to be like drift racing and some other stuff. It's going to be pretty wild. Not really their first event, but the first of its kind here, so very curious to see how that's going to go. But I'm excited for it. But we want to go hang out, say hey to everybody. Chris always talks shit to me when it's been a while since I've come out to a bike night, and I feel like he knows my schedule because he always invites me when I'm super busy. But when am I not super busy? Show season's about to ramp back up. Those last couple months, like September, October is always super busy, and then the springtime is super busy for show season, and we're kind of there. It's the 1st of September. But let's get gas, get back on the road. And I almost completely went past that pump. Well, we are on a detour. The GPS said save 13 minutes to go this way. I realize the idle on the bike is probably a little high. We'll have to address that at some point. It's a little high. But yeah, I'm all for hopping off the highway. I don't know like how much back roads I'm going to be doing. I have no idea. I've never been down these roads and where I am. But I'm all for getting off the freeway of just, you know, going 80 miles an hour basically for 2 hours. So I'm all for that. Scenery's been good so far. I don't know where I'm going to end up, but hopefully it was worth it and we don't really have to deal with any traffic where we're going. This is not what was advertised. If we hit traffic on the freeway, at least I can go around. I can't really hit the shoulder here. So this sucks. I'd much rather had hit traffic on the highway. What in the world is going on here? Like I said, I have no idea where I am. Like specifically, I know about where I am, but never been back this way before. Oh well. GPS kind of probably fooled us this time. Probably should have just kept going, but we are here now. Alright, we're back on a major highway. That was not a shortcut at all. I've been riding for over an hour now. I got just over an hour to go. Yeah, that was a complete waste of time. Oh well. We're gonna keep on trucking and we'll get there when we get there at this point. Alright, we've made it off the highways. We're not far from the bar where they do the bike nights. So we're gonna go ahead and gas up, and that way we don't have to deal with it after the fact. Once we're ready to head home, we'll just head home. I'm gonna take a quick look and see if I can adjust this idle. Definitely higher than I want it to be. Our phone charge is definitely a lot lower than I want it to be. So we're just gonna have to figure things out. Going home's not a big deal as long as we don't run into mechanical issues. Yeah, this idle is just too high. This one's a screwdriver screw. And of course, I don't have a screwdriver with me. That's alright. We'll adjust it later. It's not the end of the world. It just needs to be... This is the first time I've ridden it for a while and then idled. It just needs to be knocked down just a little bit. But let's gas up and get where we're going. Alright, we rode that bike for basically 2 hours straight. And it did really well. Especially on the highway, going 80 miles an hour, just straight cruising. Bike handled it very well. It tracks really well. So that 1.5 inches in the back that we did matched with the 1.5 inches in the front. The trach and rail, all that kind of stuff, pretty much being kept the same. It had no issues with that whatsoever. I said trach and rail. It's rake and trail. Completely got that wrong. Do have to be careful through here. The speed limit is not that high, and being on the highway going 80 for so long, very easy to speed through here. I did have like a quick moment where I was puckered a little bit because I had a cop coming up behind me. I got into the right lane, cop gets in behind me. I'm like, oh shit, because this bike isn't registered. The purple bike's tag is on this bike. I did put insurance on it. I figured, you know, we could at least do that since it costs almost nothing, and I can do that in my driveway. But the bike's not technically registered, so he kind of freaked me out. But he just pulled off on the shoulder of the highway. I don't know what he was doing, but he wasn't dealing with me, so that was good. But yeah, this bike performed very well. I don't want to talk too good yet. It still has to get me back home. I'm a little over 2 hours from home, probably about 2 hours flat, since there really isn't going to be traffic on the way home. But we want to make it back, but it'll be all right. It's all a part of the journey, right? Yeah, let's make it back at a decent time. We do have to get up and go to work in the morning. When your mornings start at 7 a.m., like work starts at 7 a.m., yeah, getting home in the middle of the night does suck. Showing my age a little bit. I'm not in my 20s anymore. Ain't as easy as it used to be. But let's not bitch and complain. Let's go hang out with friends and do motorcycle shit. Alright, we made it. Usually I get here early, just because I come right after work. Usually I'm like one of the first bikes here. Not today. Which a lot of times I end up here like when it's super cold. So it's nice to get here with good weather, and there's people already here. All right, we finally made it. We've been here for a little while actually, but a surprise guest, we'll show you in a second, showed up. But I figured we'd do a little bit of video before it gets too dark, because it's almost too dark. Got Chris over there. He's happy I showed up because he always talks shit. Show some of the bikes before people are starting to roll out.
I'm a dude in the neighborhood. Let me know. I'd like to see it. That's beautiful, brother. But for the first pop one, she wouldn't ride it. Oh, that is sure. She was great. I'll do performance shit for like a price.
We thought we were going to be the people who were furthest away from home, but look at this guy. He's further than we are.
I forgot that.
Alright, so we're getting ready to leave. I know I didn't record much because Club Sal VA showed up, so I just hung out with them the whole time.
What up?
But we kind of got like 30 minutes in the same direction, so I'm going to follow them. Too dark to use the GoPro on the bike. But we'll follow them and see if we can make it home before midnight. Alright, just like that, we made it home. I got to be awake in like 5 hours or so. So tomorrow's going to be fun. But like usual, didn't record a whole lot. Michael from Club Sal, Virginia just happened to show up. We didn't tell each other we were going to show up. I think he's like 2.5 hours away. I'm roughly 2.5 hours away. We rode back a little bit until I kind of split to go east a little bit, and he kept going north. But good time as always. My booty do be hurting. I'm excited for a shower and going to bed. But it was a good time, like usual. Like I said, didn't film much because your boy talking the whole time. Restaurant's pretty much the same. That's the first time I've been there since they switched to Pharaoh's. It used to be the Twisted Grape. Club Sal NC is kind of like popping around some different places. I need to go to the ones that are actually closer. But a lot of my stuff is like last minute. Same thing with Michael. We hadn't talked. I was standing there and I just watched a bike pull up and I was like, wait a minute. I think I know who that is, and it's not from around here. So I thought I was going to be the furthest person away from bike night. But no, we had somebody from another state. Although I'm very close to Virginia, not quite there. But we're going to go shower, go to bed. The giveaway dyna did pretty good. You can't really see it much. But can't really complain. Rode good. Got me there, got me back. We do need to drop the idle ever so slightly, probably about 100 RPM. I think it's just a little too high, especially if you're sitting in traffic. Getting a little hot. It doesn't need to be idling that high. That little shortcut our GPS took us was not a shortcut. trying to get through some of that traffic. That was bogus. But overall, good, successful night. So we're going to call it a night. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hit that like button. We're going to try to go to another bike night, although that video should come out before this one. So it is what it is. But it's starting to get kind of cool. And once the time change happens, it is tough for me to get out there. It is pitch black before I even get there. So that's always tough, just mentally. And we got the kid coming up soon. So I guess I should go ahead and ride now, because once the baby gets here, probably won't be going to any bike nights after that. But thanks for watching. Subscribe and keep it wretched.